People think a lot. Others think too much. Overthinking can turn a simple situation into a mountain of stress and self-doubt. But why do people overthink everything? How can you recognize it when it's happening? And most importantly, how do you deal with it? In this video, we'll break it into 3 parts. First, why people overthink. Second, how to recognize an overthinker. And third, how to deal with overthinking. This is why people overthink. Overthinking often comes from fear. Fear of making the wrong choice, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. People who overthink want to control every outcome before it happens. They replay conversations, analyze body language, and imagine worst-case scenarios. At its core, overthinking is the brain's way of trying to protect itself. By preparing for every possible outcome, the mind feels safer. But in reality, it only creates more anxiety and drains energy. Overthinking usually begins with something small. A late reply to a message, a small mistake at work, or even a passing comment from a friend. For most people, these moments pass. But for an overthinker, that's where the storm begins. They start asking questions, and what was once a single thought now branches into endless what-ifs. How to recognize an overthinker. Overthinkers second-guess almost everything. They take forever to make decisions, even small ones like what to eat or what to wear. They constantly say things like, "What if this happens? Maybe I should have done it differently. I'm not sure if I said the right thing." They often need reassurance from others because their own mind is caught in loops of doubt. If you notice someone struggling to move forward or constantly stuck in their head, chances are they're overthinking. You'll notice that overthinkers apologize too much, even when they've done nothing wrong. They replay simple conversations as if they were life or death moments. They hesitate to take risks, not because they can't, but because their mind convinces them they'll fail before they even begin. Overthinkers can look calm on the outside but are fighting endless battles inside their head. And often, they struggle with sleep, because the mind that refuses to rest during the day becomes even louder at night. How to deal with overthinking? The first step is awareness, simply noticing when your mind is spiraling. Most people don't even realize they're trapped in their own thoughts until hours have passed. The moment you catch yourself overthinking, you take back control. Some people find it helpful to set a time limit for decisions. For example, "I'll think about this for 10 minutes, then I'll choose." Others write their thoughts on paper. When you see your worries written down, they stop bouncing endlessly inside your head and suddenly become easier to handle. Another powerful method is grounding yourself in the present. Overthinking usually lives in the past, replaying mistakes, or in the future, worrying about what could go wrong. By asking, "What can I do right now?" you pull your mind back to the present moment where peace lives. If you're dealing with someone who overthinks, patience is everything. Don't tell them, "Just stop thinking about it." That only makes them feel misunderstood. Instead, guide them gently back to facts. Remind them of what's real, not what's imagined. Encourage small actions, even tiny steps like making a single phone call or sending one message. Action breaks the endless loop of what-ifs faster than any thought ever could. And remember, overthinking doesn't vanish overnight. It's like training a wild horse. The mind has to learn slowly to trust its rider. But with practice, people begin to trust themselves more, doubt themselves less, and life becomes lighter. That's when clarity begins. That's when peace finally arrives.